Hi, my name is Sunidhi.
Hi, my name is Sarah.
I'm Chris Lassiter.
So we're going to talk about public historians and public history. So public history is an act of research in history and presentation by able historians to engage and inform the general public. Unlike academic history, which primarily aims at intellectual audience and universities and colleges, public history is intended for a larger audience. It includes a wide variety of tasks, such as preserving, reading, and delivering historic information in simple ways to attract public interest and encourage an understanding of the past that is applicable for current issues.
Also, the purpose of public history is to instill the desire, feelings, and a sense of connection to the past of the general public. By encouraging significant relationships with the past, public history has a chance to improve lives, increase civic engagement, and contribute to more educated and welcoming society.
Public historians are experts that use their political skills and methodology beyond the typical classroom setting to make history more useful and exciting for the general public. One way we've seen this is in our class, our public historian class. We went on an Ironbound tour that showed us the pollution around Ironbound in Newark and what levels are like the highest in pollution that we probably didn't know of. They operate in a variety of locations and positions, including museums, archives, historical societies, agencies of government, charities, and consultants of freelancers. Public historians can organize shows, create courses of study, create films, publish books or articles for a wide audience, administer cultural resources, or participate in a community history efforts. They have a significant impact on how cultures understand and view the past.
Here's an example. A classic example of a public history project is the design and use of a historical museum exhibit. For instance, the Slavery at Monticello Paradox of Liberty exhibition was held at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture in collaboration with the Thomas Jefferson Foundation.
First, when you walk through the exhibit, you see Jefferson Bim right there, and it's like, wow, and it really comes to life. And you see all the names behind him with the family members. You're like, okay, who's in my family? You say, oh, Sally Hemings is here. And it's pretty exciting to walk in and see that.
These persons who were owned by Thomas Jefferson were real. They were flesh and blood. Family connections were there.
A lot of times you hear about slavery, you understand that it had happened years and years ago. Let's go into this exhibit.
So adding on, the display of Monticello showed the changing impact of public history, breaking society's limits to portray human experience with delicacy and sympathy. It's a groundbreaking combination of research, story, engagement with the community created a lasting impact on visitors, inspired passion for the past and social justice that echoed well beyond the museum windows.
The exhibition at Monticello reflected the changing character of public history, crossing barriers in society and capturing the human experience with compassion and depth. The display's creative combination of research, narrative, and community participation created a lasting effect on its visitors, fostering a love for both history and equality that stretched well beyond the museum's doors. This groundbreaking method not only asked standard historical narratives, but also enabled visitors to critically connect with the content and make links to current challenges.
The Queer Newark Oral History Project is an important public history program started by Rutgers University Newark in 2011. They started this to capture and protect the experiences of Newark's LGBTQ plus community. This project uses oral histories to document a diverse range of experiences from local LGBTQ plus people, including activists and common residents. The major purpose of QNOHP is to close historical gaps and improve awareness of Newark's queer groups, highlighting the significance of LGBTQ+ narratives in the city's history. The campaign involves a large audience through public events and shows, encouraging diversity and improving knowledge of LGBTQ history. These interviews are kept and made accessible to everyone, making them a significant educational and research resource that adds to professional knowledge and promotes diversity in oral history. This guarantees that the lives and works of LGBTQ+ people are acknowledged and maintained for future generations. QNOHP is an outstanding educational project that not just improves our understanding of the LGBTQ experiences in Newark, but also encourages wider social understanding and acceptance of queer histories.
Shirts, which would make it look like I had a dress on. I remember these things.
My partner, who is Italian and white, this was mostly white neighborhood. When we came out of the club, there was I forget the context under which some altercation was going on between some words or whatnot between my partner and somebody else, one of the folks who were at the club, outside the club and whatnot, some derogatory stuff. And so we got in the car and proceeded to drive off, and didn't realize until we got home that there was a little bullet hole in the car, in the windshield of the car. And apparently someone had shot. It was like a BB gun or something that wasn't substantial, but they had shot at us. And so, of course, I never went back there. It was a mostly white neighborhood. 390 North 5th Street. That was during that time, that was what we call Imperial Alley country.
But then I met my first girlfriend actually at Club Zanzibar, and it was during that crazy time period. And that was just when that was Pandora's box right there, and it was done. She was dancing to "Was That All It Was" by Jean Carnes, and I'll never forget, like, she was just dancing with herself in a mirror, and the room was like this smoky blue, and it seemed like we were the only two people in the entire space, but I know there had to be more people there, but that's how I remember it. And she turned around, and that was the end of that.
And my childhood friend Joseph said to me, I want you to come with me to this gay consciousness raising group that is meeting in the basement of this bar on 4th Street or 5th Street in Newark. I was also a student here at Rutgers in Newark, and there was a group that formed here. It was called RAGE, Rutgers Association for Gay Equality or something like that.
That's it. Femme, aggressive, butch. So I went from aggressive, and then I went to butch, but trans was never in there. And I didn't know anything about it. And I knew, like, butches who were taking hormones, like I knew about testosterone or whatever. But we never used the word transgender. It was, oh, she a butch. If you strapped on and you wore your strap 24/7, you still was a butch. I don't recall transgender or the acronyms that they use, like F to M, now ever coming up in the vocabulary.
And they made me go back to church, and promptly, at the church field trip to to the Gospel Fest at Six Flags, I dang sure found the other gay people.
And it was right where kind of a Symphony Hall is, on Broad Street. And it was our party spot. You have a party, and we would hang out, and we would have the teen parties back in the day. But this was like really specifically to queer. And it was like a little village right here in Newark. It was a safe haven. You could go and you would hang out and you could see your peoples, and it was a place that you really could feel safe